Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class A motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. Folks, I'm about to show you a very, very nice motorhome with 2 slides, low mileage for only $29,900. 2002 Rexhall Aerbus. I love these Rexhalls. Not many of these on the market, folks. They weren't a big production company like Fleetwood and Coachman and Forest River and all them. They didn't make near as many RVs, but the ones they made were very, very good quality units. This is a 2002 Aerbus, model 3550. It's 35.5 feet long overall. Beautiful condition for the age motorhome. Look at the exterior. I mean, this is a good looking motorhome. 2 slides, Goodyear tires that look almost brand new. Jacks, generator. It's got the 6.6 kW Generac that runs great, obviously running right now, powering everything up inside of it. Only 68,000 miles, 6.8 V10. And y'all pardon the wind, I'm gonna try to stay out of it. And I'm gonna tell you, folks, I cranked this thing up, turned everything on, and for this age motorhome, I mean, you can't hardly pick it. I mean, it's that nice, folks. No delamination. It does have the fiberglass roof. Window awnings. Got the hydraulic leveling jacks. You can look at the back corners of it. It looks great. It's got a Voyager backup camera system. Both slide outs have awning toppers. They both got the sun shield awning toppers as well as a sun shield patio awning. It's clean. Notice that the stripes aren't faded or half gone like they are in a lot of 2002 models. Obviously, this unit's been kept out of the weather when not in use. And there's no delamination. That's always a big thing when you look at a coach this age. 6.6 liter Generac, runs great, powering everything up inside. Got a lot of nice upgrades, folks. Got the driver's side door. Windshields look great. It's even got air horns like a diesel's got. Both the windshields look great. You know, no cracks, no rock pings, anything like that. So no reason to have to replace those, because those aren't cheap, believe me. It's got full heated basement storage. You know, this unit brand new in 2002. Original MSRP was $108,000, and here it is for $29,900. That's a lot of savings, folks. And you're going to love the interior of this motorhome. Got a great floor plan. Lot of windows. You can see that big Aluma Guard awning. We're going to make sure that awning's in great shape and the canvas is in great shape. Power steps. Let's take a look inside. And I'm going to tell you, it is nice and warm in here. I'll tell you, winter is not going to let us go. Not going to leave without a fight. It is 35 degrees here. The other day, it was over 70. One thing I love about this particular one, it's got 2 ducted roof airs. It's got a furnace, a propane furnace, but it also has the heat pumps. And the furnace works. I had it on earlier, and right now I've got the heat pumps on, and they are working great. I mean, it's 25 degrees warmer in here than outside. Got a big, and I'm going to guess, a 42-inch TV. It's got a fireplace, which also doubles as an electric heater, and I've got it on as well. It works great. Up here in the front, Ford V-10, the most popular motorhome chassis out there. 305 horsepower, 420 pound-feet of torque. It's got the torque shift transmission. It's got the Voyager backup camera. The original, of course, this is a 15-year-old motorhome, so the original backup camera obviously went out, and they just put a dash-mounted Voyager backup camera system in its place. And we'll make sure that works. It's got the carpeted headliner, crowned roof, Captain's chairs, you can see, look great. There's no smoke or pet odors or any signs of smoke or pet use in this motorhome. You know, if you'll look on the dash, pets, especially cats, love to get on the dash in these things, and of course their claws, even when they're not picking at it, are gonna leave little rips in the leather, and it looks great. 2002, $108,000 for a new gas burner, folks. That's not much less than a diesel. So this is actually one of the higher end brands that Rexhall made. And you can tell it too. Look at this big wide crown molding that's all the way around this RV. Corian countertops, Corian table, sleeper sofa, chair. Previous owners, looks like they changed out most of the lights with LED bulbs, which is a nice touch. Table and chairs. Now this middle is a leaf that I just stuck in there. It's actually removable, so if you don't want that big of a table, you don't have to have it. And this is actually a Corian table, so it matches the countertops and everything. Books and manuals included. And like I said, that's almost a brand new TV. I'm gonna guess that's a 42 inch. I mean, don't hold me to it. I mean, I don't have a tape measure on me, but probably a 42 inch TV if I just had to just give you an estimate. Like I said, both heat pumps work great. Carpets look great. This is a nice motorhome for the price. Solid hardwood cabinetry. You can see the insulation in the back. I mean, this is a well insulated model. You know, right now it's 35 degrees, and be honest with you folks, our showroom, we've got a great showroom. We got a wood burning fireplace, heat pumps and all that. But this motorhome, I can get a whole lot warmer than our showroom will, and we spent a lot of money on that place too. You can get this motorhome right here warmer than you can your own home in this kind of weather. Beautiful Corian countertops. They're not shattered, they're not cracked. Somebody's added a backsplash. It's got a stovetop oven, space maker oven. This is actually a microwave and convection oven combo, so you can bake or microwave, and you've got 2 ovens total. That is a very handy feature to have. Gas or electric water heater. Look at that, folks. Built-in sinks, real Corian sink covers, the heavy ones. Filtered water dispenser, house type faucet. Upgrade side by side, refrigerator, freezer. This is about a, if I remember right, these are 12 cubic feet, maybe. Big refrigerator, and it works. It's cold. Built-in ice maker, and it's starting to get some ice forming in it. I haven't had it on very long, but it's obviously cold. And we'll guarantee all that, folks. You see, when we sell an RV, my certified RV techs do a major systems check on this RV, and we make sure all your appliances work. We make sure your plumbing, your electrical work. We make sure your jacks, your slide outs work. The drivability is good, that this motorhome drives and runs like it's supposed to. We make sure the generator runs and puts out like it's supposed to. We make sure your propane system, all your furnace works. We make sure your heat pumps works, which, all right, now I'll tell you they do. We make sure all your lights and cabinets and drawers work. We make sure your sofa makes into a bed like it's supposed to. We make sure of all that, folks. So rest assured, when you pick this thing up, you're not going to have any issues with it. Big bathroom or bedroom here in the back. It's a double slide unit, so your slide is actually, the slide in the bedroom is almost as big as the one in the living room. You got a big double sliding mirror door closet and a queen island bed in the slide out by itself. At the foot of the bed, you've got another HDTV. You've got a little makeup get ready area, and again, folks, Corian countertops back here. I mean, they didn't cheap out and put Corian in the kitchen and just regular wood countertops and the rest of it. Got the carpeted headliner, which really helps insulate the RV and helps reduce road vibrations, road noise. You got a completely enclosed side bathroom with a porcelain toilet. Again, they didn't cheap out on this motorhome, folks. That's Corian as well. Sink, medicine cabinet, fantastic vent fan instead of the cheap one. Got a little cheap 5-inch blade fan that doesn't really do nothing. Completely enclosed shower. Skylight looks great. Obviously, they've kept the roof serviced like they should because there's no stains or watermarks. You know, in my impression of this motorhome, of course, I know I'm looking at it and you're looking at this video, but I will be honest with you. My impression of this motorhome, when I'm walking through it, is the room. It's got an incredible amount of room and space in here. And to me, it feels like I'm walking through a $50,000 motorhome for 20. I mean, that's what it feels like. It feels like you're in a lot more expensive motorhome than $29,900. Now, you may walk through it and feel something completely different, but that's my impression of it. And like I said, folks, I'm going to do my disclaimer. This is a 15-year-old motorhome. You know, it was new back in 2002 for $108,000. Here it is for $29,900, 15 years later, with 68,000 miles. Granted, this is probably nicer than any other 2002 Rexhall Aerbus on the market today, but it is 15 years old. There's going to be imperfections. You know, those imperfections is a price that everybody has to pay when they buy used over new to save. Let's see, what was this thing? 108 grand. I mean, you're saving about $78,000 over what it costs new. And like I said, that $78,000 in savings come with a price. You know, any kind of minor imperfections that it has cosmetically, you know, it may or may not have worn spots, scratches, dings, dents, you know, interior spots in it. It may or may not have stains. Folks, all that stuff is part of buying a used RV. And if you're the kind of buyer that's always bought new construction homes, new cars, new everything else, buying a used RV may not be the smart choice for you. You know, if you demand perfection in everything you buy, well, folks, your best bet is to go buy a 2017 model and spend about $150,000 because they are more money now. And keep in mind, a new RV on average will go back to the dealer 3 to 4 times for warranty repairs in the 2-year warranty period that you get when you buy a new RV. And of course, keep in mind too, folks, if you bought this thing brand new and drove it off the new dealer's lot, you would have lost enough on it in 5 minutes that you drove it from the dealer's lot to pay for this one free and clear. And now but like I said, folks, it's not going to be perfect. It's going to be one of the nicest 2002 models on the market, but it is 15 years old. It's not going to be perfect. I did notice a blind right there. We are going to fix that when we go through our checkout, so don't worry about that. I've actually got somebody that can restring those blinds at work here that makes them work like new. But other than that, folks, I mean, you know, what we concentrate on when we check these RVs is the functionality. We want to make sure when you take this thing for the first time that everything on it's going to work. The slide outs, the jacks, the running, the driving, the generator. When you turn your water pump on or hook into city water, we're going to make sure that all your faucets work. We're going to make sure there's no plumbing leaks, there's no propane leaks, that all your heat works, that your roof airs work, that your refrigerator works on gas and electric, that your water heater works on gas and electric, that your stovetop and oven and microwave and convection oven works like they're supposed to. I mean, you can see they haven't cooked much in here, which is kind of a shame because this is a nice kitchen. But folks, we concentrate on all that. Like I said, the cosmetic stuff, that's part of buying a 15-year-old motorhome. That's the price that every buyer has to pay, whether you buy from us, another dealer, or for sale by owner when you buy a used RV. And of course, like I said, new RVs are not perfect either. If it's man-made, it's imperfect. But like I said, if you're looking for a nice, clean 2002 model motorhome in this price range, this one's going to be hard to beat. This is the kind of motorhome that will be worth $29,900 in the condition it's in for the next couple of years. So if you're just starting out in the RVing, you don't want to risk a lot of money. In other words, you want to buy something that you know you can put $29,900 back on and sell a year or two from now. If for some reason you don't like RVing or you want to buy something else, this is a great way to do that because you're not going to lose money. Versus going out, and like I said, in 2002, if you'd spent $108,000 on this motorhome, drove it across the dealer's line to take it home, drove it 50 foot down the road, did a U-turn, brought it back, said you want to sell it back to them because you don't want it now, you would have lost $30,000 in that span of just 5 minutes. And you would have lost enough on it to pay for this one free and clear. That's why you never want to buy one of these new, unless you're just that type of buyer that cannot buy used, that wants perfect everything. Then that's the kind of buyer I would rather just go to a new dealer and buy a new one and not have to worry about it. And I'm just trying to be honest with you folks. You know, we sell 500 to 600 used RVs a year. We don't have time to deal with drama. You know, we tell everybody just like it is. These are used motorhomes. They're not new. Everything in here's got 15 years worth of use and age to it. I don't want drama. If I have to deal with drama, I just assume sell it to somebody else that knows what used is and knows that what used is going to be imperfect. I would rather sell to a buyer that knows that understands that. And I'm not going to lie, 90% of you know what used means, but there's always that 1 out of 10 customers that thinks they're buying a brand new motorhome for $70,000, $80,000 less than it cost new 15 years later, and that's not possible. If I could make this motorhome brand new, it'd have a $108,000 price tag on it. But anyway, back to the tour. Nice motorhome, folks, and like I said, look around, check out the other models. Check our competitors out. You know, you're not going to hear many dealers say this, but I want you to shop our competition. I want you to go look and see what they have on their lot for $29,900 out the door and compare it to this Rexhall. I mean, this is, look at all that crown molding. This is a nice motorhome for this kind of price. And the fact that it's $29,900 out the door, that's another thing too. You see, these other dealers, they'll advertise a certain price, but I promise you by the time you get in there and do the deal, that price is going to go up because they're going to start adding on dock fees and prep fees and tag and title fees, freight fees and processing fees, and get ready for whatever kind of fees they can come up with. They come up with different names for them every year, but they're all the same, folks. They're 100% dealer profit and they're rip-off fees. Completely unnecessary to purchase a used or even a brand spanking new RV. And the average RV dealer tries to get 10% of the asking price in fees. So basically, you're paying 10% more for the RV, and they're disguising that profit in the form of extra fees. 49 years in business, folks. We've seen and done just about it all. We're one of the oldest, largest, and most successful independently owned used RV dealerships in the country. And the reason why we're still going strong after half a century and 3 generations is easy. Our prices. What we sell for $29,900, you're going to spend 40 grand for at other RV dealerships. And that's, don't believe me? Google 2002 Rexhall Aerbus and see how many of them you find in this nice of condition with everything guaranteed to work for under $30,000 out the door. I'm not talking about you know, $29,900 plus $3,000 in fees, because that's all profit anyway. But see what you can buy for this price out the door and compare it to this one. You'll be looking for a long time and you'll come right back to this one if somebody else hadn't bought it. Like I said, we sell RVs every single day. We buy RVs every single day. We do a complete inventory turnaround every 90 to 120 days. So in other words, if you get on my website now and you come down here, let's say in 60 days, just about everything on that website that you looked at today won't be here in 60 days because somebody else have already bought it. You know, our prices are haggle free. That's the way our buyers prefer. That way you don't spend days trying to haggle. And let me tell you a secret, folks. The dealers that do haggle prices, and they're getting fewer and fewer, what they do is they just add whatever they take off the price back on extra fees. So, you know, really doesn't solve anything. You're still paying the same price. We keep it simple. We don't have commission salespeople. We have salary-based salespeople. There's no sales pressure that way. You never want to buy from a commission salesperson because it costs you thousands of dollars extra, and I'll explain to you how. Other RV dealers don't have the cash flow to pay salespeople unless they make a sale. So that's why they came out with commissioned salespeople. What they do is they can keep as many salespeople as they want. They can have a lot our size. A lot of dealers will have 30 salespeople. We have 4. And because they can keep that many salespeople, because they don't pay the salespeople an hour wage, they don't pay them a salary. They only get paid when they produce a sale. So if they only sell 1 unit a month, it doesn't matter to the RV dealer because they're only paying them for that 1 unit a month they're selling. The way that hurts the buyer, which is you, is simple. In order to keep salespeople under those kind of circumstances and work environments in their own staff, is to offer them huge rewards when they sell an RV. And the way they do it, folks, is the average, industry average RV commission rate is huge. It's 25% of the gross profit. So why is that bad for you as a buyer? It's because it's simple. That means that RV dealer has to mark their units up an additional 25% to cover the salesperson's commission. That means you're paying thousands of dollars more for the same RV you can buy here for thousands less, simply because we don't have commissioned salespeople. And basically, it rewards the commissioned salesperson for ripping you off. In other words, the more profit they can talk you into paying for a unit, the higher their paycheck is. If you've got a trade-in, and a lot of people don't know this, and they're really surprised when I tell you this, but this is exactly how the other RV dealers operate. Let's just say you've got a trade-in, and the trade-in value is 20 grand. If they can talk you into taking $15,000 for it, even though it's worth 20 on trade, then they get commission on the difference between the market value and what they got you to take for it. In other words, 25% of $5,000, well, that's $1,250 extra that salesperson made by ripping you off on your trade-in. It also means when you look at their lot, no matter what you tell them you're looking for or what type of RV you're looking for, they're going to try to sell you the one with the most dealer markup in it because that's the one they can make the most money on their commission. In other words, if the one you're looking at, and I'm just throwing out numbers, just what I know of the big dealers and their profits, you know, they try to make 8 to 10 grand a unit. That's just a way of life other dealers do. We make, you know, we don't even charge, we're lucky to make 25% of that on a unit. But let's just say 10 grand. Well, they've got a unit with a 10 grand markup. That's just what you need. Well, guess what? They've got another unit on the same lot for the same price that they traded for, and because they ripped them off on the trade-in, they've got a $20,000 markup. Well, instead of selling you just the perfect one for the $10,000 markup, they're going to try to sell you the one they've got with a $20,000 markup because they're doubling their paycheck. Even though it's not the perfect RV for you, it may be the same price, but it may not be the one you're looking for. And they do this on purpose because they're going to make, you know, instead of $2,500, they're going to make a $5,000 commission check on it. So they're not looking out for your benefit. Our guys do, because they get paid the same whether you buy this motorhome. My salary-based salespeople get paid the same if you buy a $100,000 motorhome, a $5,000 motorhome, and they get paid the same if you don't buy a motorhome at all from us. And that's the way our buyers like it. That's the way our salespeople like it. My salespeople get paid the same every week, whether you buy a motorhome or not. And it saves you a lot of money because you're not paying that extra 25% markup. And it also eliminates the games, the gimmicks, the sales pressure that everybody hates when they buy a major purchase from commissioned salespeople. My personal opinion is, folks, if you're making a major purchase like an RV, a boat, a motorcycle, car, truck, whatever, and you know it's a commissioned salesperson, my advice to you is to walk out and find a place that uses salary-based salespeople. And that's the way we've been doing it for 49 years. We're going to continue to do it that way, folks. You know, we sell 500 to 600 used RVs a year. You don't sell that many RVs in this very competitive market unless you've got great customer service and the best prices on the internet. Because you got to realize, folks, with a few keystrokes on your computer, you can shop hundreds, even thousands of RV dealers' prices and inventory with just a few keystrokes on Google. And we do it every day. We compare our prices every day to other dealers, and we kill their prices, folks. That's why we have customers that come from all over the country to purchase RVs from us, because we're saving them 10, 12, 15, even 20 or $25,000 over the same make and model at other RV dealerships. And I have customers that fly in from California, from Washington State. I've sold to buyers from all 50 states, and I'm including multiple sales to buyers from Alaska and buyers from Hawaii. I've sent over 2,000 RVs to Canada, coast to coast. I've sent RVs to England, Italy, Australia, the Netherlands, and other countries. For one reason alone, is our low prices. When people travel that far away to buy a used RV, passing hundreds of other used RV dealers on the way, there's a reason, because they're saving a lot of money. Don't believe us? Give us a chance, folks. You've got nothing to lose, everything to gain. You can call us 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays you can get sales help at 423-605-6747. Check out our website for our latest inventory, parkwayrvcenter.com or .net. Like us on Facebook. We're on Twitter, Instagram. You can follow us on there. Like this video on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you get emails every time I post a video. And a lot of times when I post a video, it may be a day or two before it shows up on our 20 plus different websites that we use, and we're on all the most popular RV for sales websites on the internet. In other words, in the next 24 hours, hundreds of people are going to see this video, thousands of people are going to read the ad, and out of those, probably somebody's going to want to buy this thing, and they probably will. It's priced thousands under NADA. It's in excellent condition, and it's $70,000+ less than what it cost new, with low miles and everything guaranteed to work. Give us a call. We can help you arrange nationwide delivery, and financing is available with approved credit. Thank you for watching my video. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.